Hey guys, thank you for tuning in on this video that is a comparison video between the flight time mono delay from Free the Tone and the Future Factory delay from Free the Tone. Two killer delay pedals, and the Future Factory delay, I have done a couple of videos about that pedal already. It's my favorite delay pedal and it's on my pedal board. But I've been really curious to check out the flight time too, so that's what we will be doing today. And of course, it's a mono delay pedal, so let's take a look at the obvious differences first. Here is my clean tone. Just a basic strat. Let's turn on the flight time delay. It's a quarter note delay with some modulation. It's a really beautiful delay, and you can hear that touch of modulation. It's not too much, but it's a really lovely touch. It's just a subtle chorus sound. Now let's go over to the Future Factory delay, and right away you'll notice it's a much bigger sound because the delays are panning from left to right. It has the modulation and it has two different delay times. The 850 millisecond delay, that is a quarter note delay, but also a dotted 8. So it's a much bigger sound, of course. You can hear the delays right here. So you have this ping pong kind of sound, and the delays are panning from left to right and back again, and the modulation is really, really smooth and big. So now let me just switch to serious mode on the Future Factory delay and bypass delay B. That's going to give me this. And if I go to the flight time delay, so now we have similar kind of settings. So let's compare the delays. This is the flight time. And this one is the Future Factory. And you'll notice that both pedals have spillover, so when I switch from one pedal to the other, the delay trail is not being cut off, it just continues, which is really nice. But the sound is a little bit different. Might be tricky to hear on the video, but I think the Future Factory is a little more hi-fi, for lack of a better word, a little more pristine clean, I think, and maybe the flight time has a little less high end. So let's take a quick look at the EQ section of both pedals. The flight time has high pass and low pass filters that allows you to shape the tone of the delay, and the Future Factory has a full 3-band EQ. So let's check it out. The flight time delay sounds like this. So let's activate the low pass filter. And just gonna roll off some high end. So you can really roll off some high end and have a delay that's pretty loud but won't be heard as much in the mix. Or maybe you want to remove some of the low end to not have a mix that's too muddy in the low end. So let's try and do that. Just gonna bring back the high end. It will sound like this. So now I've taken out all the low end of the repeats. And again, it might work in a mix, so it's a pretty cool option to have. Let's go to the Future Factory delay. It has a 3-band EQ, and now I've taken out all the high end, and I've added some mids and some low end, so it sounds like this. So it's a really, really thick sounding delay. No high end, lots of mids, and lots of bass. So now you know I really dig to have just a touch of modulation on my delay. It's just awesome, and these pedals are killer for that type of sound. Now on my YouTube channel you can find in-depth videos of the modulation side and also the tremolo panning side of the Future Factory delay. But let me just give you 2 more examples of each pedal's modulation stuff. It's just killer sounds, and I like to use it for kind of a chorus kind of effect, or maybe a vibe or an organ kind of effect. So let me show you that, and keep in mind that with the Future Factory delay you have 2 delay lines. So you can have one that's really fast for a kind of chorus kind of sound, and then a long delay on top of that. So now I have plugged in a momentary switch on the back of the pedal, and if I press this button saying record and repeat, it activates the 20-second looper. So now I hold the momentary switch for 3 seconds and it starts flashing record. Now if I hit the momentary switch just once, it will start record. So let's try that. And you will stop the loop by pressing this button. If I activate the tap play button right here, it will start playing the loop I just recorded. and it will play over and over until you stop it on the blue button right here. And if I press this once again, it will start the loop from the beginning. It's a lot of fun. So now let's say you're in a band situation and your drummer is counting in a song and you are tapping in accordingly. Now I've activated the BPM analyzer, so I'm tapping in the tempo that I'm getting from the drummer. And that was 480 milliseconds. Now we start playing. You see the delay pedal changed the tempo because I was actually playing slower than what I had tapped in. So when I'm activating the delay, I'm getting the correct tempo. So let's quickly talk about these two sections up here that are really great features on the Future Factory delay. These two knobs can be programmed to do pretty much anything, and you can assign an expression pedal to control these parameters too. But it's nice to have on top of the pedal because it's a programmable pedal, and it's nice to be able on the fly to change things. So the first one is the mix. It says it's really nice to be able to control the mix, because sometimes you use different amps and maybe you're using an amp that's not your own and it might react differently than what you're used to, and it's nice to be able to turn the delays up or down without having to change all your programs. And the same goes for this one, which is the feedback. Goes from just one repeat to endless repeats. It's really nice. That's the section up here. And the one down here is the soft clipping section. So maybe you want to have something similar to like a tape delay. So I'm just rolling off some high end. And now if I activate the soft clipping section, that allows me just to add a little bit of grit to my delays. I wouldn't use it as much as I did right now, but just to add a little bit of grit to your delay can be really, really nice and make the delay sit great into a mix. Alright, you guys, there you have it, the flight time delay versus the Future Factory delay. Well, it's not really one or the other, it's more a matter of taste and what do you need. What are your delay needs? Do you want a killer sounding mono delay pedal with great features and above all an awesome sound? It's probably the flight time delay. Or will you be using all the bells and whistles of this guy right here, all the functions like I do? Well, it's probably this guy you need, and it's all up to you. The purpose of this video is to answer a lot of those questions I've been getting based on my first Future Factory videos. You can find all those on my YouTube channel. And if I didn't answer your question, feel free to ask me under this video. And if you do that, then please hit the notification and subscribe button and all that good stuff. And come back and see me for much more videos. Take care. See ya.